Bind off your double knit hat with the rib bind off method. To bind off with ribbing on double knitting, we're going to do the rib bind off method. And we're working with when we have these nice ribs going along. So we want to get our loom ready and look at it in the pairs of pegs. So we've got the outer and the inner loom, and this is the first peg here where this needle is resting. And then the third peg is skipping over one and go over here, and then the fifth, and so on and so on. So every other peg we're going to move on the outer and in the inner loom. So I've got the one peg going over to the two, just like that, doubling my stitch, and then I'm going to take the 3 and move it over to the 4, the 5, over to the 6, and so on and so forth. So then we go on to the back here, and then we're going to rotate it around, and we see where this arrow is, and that points to the first stitch, and we're going to move it over to the second stitch and take the third stitch and move it over to the fourth stitch, the fifth over to the sixth stitch, and so on. So continue going all the way around your loom and meet me back up, and I will show you the next part. See you soon. Now that all of your pegs have 2 loops on them, you want to go ahead and hook those over. So knit off each peg on the outer and the inner loom. Pause your video and I'll meet you back up for the next step. See you soon. After you've knit those off, you have successfully decreased your ribs down, and we want to move the inner loom stitch to the outer loom stitch. So on all your even pegs, you're just going to move those over to where you have 2 loops on each peg. So go ahead and move those stitches over on top of the outer ones all the way around your loom. See you soon. After moving these all off, you're going to work these stitches the bottom over the top. Now this is a little different than the instructions that are found in the description down below with the pattern, but I find that I like it this way. So I'm knitting these off first. So go ahead and do that. Go around your loom, and then I want you to measure around your loom with your yarn that's left and cut it, and then get your tapestry needle ready for the next step. See you soon. You're now ready for a gathered bind off. Now that you just have these loops on the pegs, you just need to use your needle, your tapestry needle, and go through each loop on each peg and pull it through and lift it off. Continue gathering and going around your loom, slipping that needle through, pulling it off the loom through each stitch, and then go through this last one again, and we'll pull through and finish this off together. I've gone through my last stitch, and I'm going to go through my first stitch one more time and pull through. And then now it's ready for this to pull off of the loom, so we're going to go through the middle. Okay, and so we're just going to go ahead and pull this on through. And then we have our hat. So just go ahead and pull this and go through the stitches one more time. And then that will give you a nice secure opening. And you'll get it all closed. And then just pull it through to the other side. Just go straight down the middle and flip it inside out. And then I like to go through a couple more times and get that middle cinched in. And then you can put a nice pom-pom to finish it off. All right, and then to get that tail woven in, just go in between these ribs. Because it's a double knit, it will hide these this tail really well, and then kind of zigzag back the other way. And then cut that off. Okay, and you've got this lovely cabled hat. And then now you just need to finish off your anchor.
To finish off at the anchor yarn or bind off at the anchor yarn, please select the icon in the upper right hand corner for the video for bind off at anchor yarn. Please be sure and click on the subscribe and hit the alerts button so you can receive all the new and upcoming videos. Thank you again for joining me. I'm Kristen Mangus, wishing you happy knitting. Bye-bye.